Hey everyone, I wanted to show you guys this little cook pot that I purchased right before coming on this trip. When I was loading the Jeep, I realized I was gonna have to somehow save space, and these collapsible pots are a great way to do it. This is a 2-liter pot from Sea to Summit. It's called an X pot. It has these little tabs that hold the lid on. Little tab here for lifting it up. The lid is plastic but heat proof, and it has the metal bottom on it. Now the important thing to remember about these pots, they open up just like this. You do not want the flame to hit the silicone area here. You want it to stay underneath the metal portion of the pot. Today I am going to boil some pasta for the first time in it. I'm going to boil up some macaroni and see how it does. I'm just going to do a cup of macaroni. This is for a macaroni salad I'm making later. It's just too hot for anything really hot to eat, so I'll cook this up, chill it, and then make a salad. Ooh. It's so bright out here, it's hard to even see the flame. So I'm using a gas one, butane burner stove, and it is windy. All right, the water has come to a boil. The sides feel fine right now. They are hot. I don't see anything going on with the trim there. It's a low boil, so it's probably gonna take 15-20 minutes. If it can handle that, it can handle pretty much anything. Well, except dry cooking. Now that's the thing about these X pots, and they tell you right on the instructions when you get it. It's not intended for frying or sauteing. It's for liquid type meals, soups, pasta, things like that that have water in them. If you try to dry cook with it, that's where I think you run into problems with this silicone actually melting down there along the rim and separating. And we don't want that. Now we'll just wait. The pasta is almost done. It was trying to boil over on me, so I have to tip the lid a little bit. This lid does have a strainer on top, so I can strain the liquid off. And right here, you can see there's a little tiny hole. I don't want to put my fingers close to it, that allows steam to escape. And this comes with instructions right on the lid. Whoa! I'm gonna have a mess to clean up. So let's turn the stove off before handling. Do not expose walls to flame and beware of the steam. So far it's doing well. Pasta is done. And the pot looks fine. Let that boil about 15 minutes. So I'm gonna turn the flame off. And I'm gonna let it sit just a couple more minutes so it'll cool down a little bit, strain it, and yeah, show you the bottom of the pot. It has these nice handles for picking it up. They're the same ones that hold the lid on. I was skeptical about this strainer. I do have a colander, but I want to try this strainer and see how well it works. Most of the time I'll probably use the colander just because I don't want to have to always wash the starch off the lid inside those little strainer holes. So I think what I'm going to do is, whoa, careful, careful, Cindy. It is hot to touch these a little bit. I could have probably let it cool off just a little bit more. So I undercooked the pasta just slightly because I knew I was going to let it sit to soak for a few minutes to cool. That's a great idea. And pasta's probably cooked perfect right now. Alright guys, that's the pot. No real sticking. What you're seeing there is a little bit of the starch that's on the bottom that will wipe right out. Looks good. I tried to go outside to film the last part of this video and the wind started kicking up. The moonshade started falling. I had to stop everything. I took down the moonshade, picked up everything from outside, which was also trying to blow at the same time I was trying to take the moonshade down. I should have got it all on video, but in that moment, I just had to grab stuff and I didn't have time because I didn't want things flying out over the side there and gone forever or ending up in other people's campsites. So the pasta definitely had time to cool down, and maybe I'll still get to make a pasta salad here in a little bit. I'm real happy with the X-Pot. This isn't a sponsored advertisement or anything. I think it was a really great purchase. It's meeting my needs in this small space very well, and I'm gonna order more. They have some smaller ones. They also have a kettle. I don't know that I need the kettle, but I think I'd like to get the smaller one. I think it's 1 or 1.5 liters. But yeah, they don't take up much space at all. It's dirty right now, but it collapses down easy. The lid goes on. This folds over and it's done. I gotta get it washed. Since I had to let it sit while I was doing all that, I'm gonna have to spray it down with some water and wipe it out, but it won't be any problem. So I hope this helped you if you've been looking into these Sea to Summit X-Pots to know whether or not they actually will work and not melt over the flame. You just got to remember, keep the flame touching only the metal part and it will boil water for you. And if it can boil water, it can certainly cook sauces and that sort of thing. No dry cooking in it, so wouldn't fry anything for sure. Yeah, I hope you liked the video. I'm gonna try to bring you more content like this. Gotta get a drink. I am hot and worn out now. Alright, until next time, bye guys.